Folks, welcome to Notes from the Underground, Redination, out here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We are once again, out here with the #1 domino company in the world. I mean, I met this guy 2 years ago, and obviously with COVID, probably hit us hard, but we are back now. I promise him I'm going to be back in his face and let them know we are here to help represent in our communities. And first things, we're here at NIGA, the National Indian Gaming Association. NIGA, please, that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit to one of the people that has been a pioneer, obviously getting things started, obviously being minorities in this industry, and also being able to create the new business. But first and foremost, let's talk to Harold. How you doing today, boss?
Doing amazing, man. Thanks for coming by the booth and everything. We are here at NIGA displaying casino dominoes, the dominoes on playing cards. The first truly new casino game in over 50 years. It's not a variation of existing casino favorites. Then we have Ultimate Texas Dominoes. Dominoes meets poker, which is dominoes basically on steroids. A game made for the poker world. And then we have Universal Domino League. It's the world's largest domino league. Hosted over 100 tournaments nationwide. And it's average Janes and Joes turning pros. Professional platform, governed, sanctioned, ranked, governed, sanctioned, and we rank players and have developed A-level operations to run domino tournaments seamlessly. And displaying this, had a great event. Got a lot of interest from a lot of different casinos and a lot of different companies. Period. And really hope to connect the dots and all of that.
And literally connect the dots. But it's really about us creating ourselves, coming back and learning, again, counting, right? One of the things you said about dominoes is one of the, oldest games in the world?
It is one of the oldest games in the world and now the youngest sport. Dominoes is played by kids. I say the demographics for dominoes is like water. Because kids can touch them and play with them and knock them down and have fun. They can be used to learn how to count. We teach in youth prisons and change the culture of youth prisons by using dominoes to teach math and kind of make the bully, tough guy have to get with the so-called nerd and have him teach him how to play dominoes so he can get extra store and he can get, clothes and different gifts that we give the kids when they are released from the youth prisons and try to set them on the right track in life. So that's really what my calling, I believe, was to change people's lives, but change people's lives with the game of dominoes. And we've been doing our share and, plan to do much more, given after this COVID and everything has lifted up. So, I mean, it's like you said, everything dominoes.
That's it.
Any application or any place in a casino you can think of, we have a game for. Table floors, poker room, ballroom. We have with the casino dominoes, with the casino dominoes game, you also have slot machines, electronic table game, made a lottery ticket, and just trying to basically take dominoes to the next level.
Love it.
I believe it's the best game on earth,
It is. And just to speak about the next best game on earth, one thing you just happened recently at Circa, you broke some records. Tell a little bit about that, what you're doing with that.
Well, July 17, 2021, we broke the Guinness Book of World Records for the most people in a domino tournament with 1,024 domino players that entered and over 100,000 in cash and prizes. 3 Harley Davidsons, Pawn Stars, a bunch of other Beach, Trey, a bunch of people gave us a lot of amazing gifts and contributed and been real supportive of the league. So we made, history. That's what the UDL was trying to do. Myself with being the first African American ever on a casino floor with a casino game in history, along with us trying to do other Wikipedia-worthy things. That's what we're trying to do. We're not, trying to, like they say, go up for the gram. We go up for Wikipedia, and we try to do it in a big way and write history. The biggest thing is, it's 2,000 plus casinos in America. Not one is owned by black people. Yet we're 20% of the money generated in the casino industry. So it's not really a black or white thing to me, more or less than giving us our space at the table. to talk about reparations and certain things, not to go political, but I believe Native Americans have figured it out the right way, how to get casinos and how to get reservations and how to get land and do things to help themselves. They aren't going outside of that, and they are creating great partnerships. But I believe this is a great model for African Americans in America to do, is to get together and let's get properties together so we can, truly control the narrative and financially support ourselves. It's $300 billion a year, and when it comes to casino gaming, I know the Domino world and what we're doing is the only black-owned entity in the space, and it's been the only one in history. I know a lot of people do services when it comes to actual game making and actually having the space and the place on the floor. So that's what our goal is, to stay relevant, more or less make it make sense.
That's it. Well, you got to think about it, having your own IP, and that's the whole point about us making games right now, right? You got a lot of these companies already out here taking up the space on the floor, and they got to pay a license to have these games out there and utilizing those licenses. And part of that is, again, you have created an IP that is a black-owned and black-man IP. You're sharing it with the people in the world that one of the oldest games. Again, they just forgot all about it. I don't know what it is. But they got Pygown, right? And all those other games that hit certain communities, and they cater to those in those communities and those casinos. So what do you see, and again, just in a minute briefing, what do you see how Domino's can be and where you want to see it headed in the future?
I use the comparison to poker. 1967, Doyle Brunson, Amarillo Slim, and the pioneers of poker played at Binion's, and Benny Binion, Jack Binion, they hosted the World Series of Poker. Jimmy the Greek, they filmed it. It was amazing. So you look 30 years after that, you have Chris Moneymaker, you have Phil Ivey, you have countless poker stars that have came out that I believe that bed of support. So we see the game growing just like poker and beyond. I don't talk down on any game or leagues, but the numbers don't lie. Poker is on the downside. A lot of, like the circuit, they don't even have a poker room. And you ask yourself, why not? Well, they see that financially it's not beneficial to a lot of properties like they were before. And with Domino's, having a domino room and having people who are now millennials interested, creating something for them to do and have our space at the table, I think that's what the next level to Domino's is having it in ballrooms, casinos, slot machines, everything worldwide. And I believe that's where we see ourselves, is bringing Domino's to everybody. Like you said, I don't know, what did they overlook it? What happened? But it's the same thing with the UFC. Before Dana White and before they took and branded it and made the UFC what it is, people were fighting every day. They would get choked out, tapped out, everything, every day. But they never had a platform to do it and to be recognized and to be paid to do it and to create a structured format. So that's what we've done with the league, giving people opportunity, and with the casino games, giving the casinos the most value, giving them the most for their money.
I love it. But let me tell you one more time, this is Carol again. Innovation, again, a lot of people don't say 50 years, you ain't seen innovation in esports is what we do, but also seeing Domino's, right? Esports is in Domino's, they're both trying to come back in those same areas, so we definitely understand that. Man, proud of you, my brother, seriously, for doing that. Like I said, creating new business and new opportunities for them. Where can they find you? Where can we go support UDL?
UniversalDominoLeague.com is the website. You can go online, all of the upcoming tournaments, and then Universal Domino League on Instagram and Facebook. We have all platforms. Check us out. I mean, the world's largest domino league. Get involved. Like they say with UEI, don't just sit there, do something.
With UDL it is too. Learn how to count. That's what you need to do. Bring a calculator if you got to. But folks, you know the champion out there in San Diego. You guys know who the Domino champion is. I guess I got to come out and try to compete. But UDL, if you're not over there, you ain't doing nothing. Folks, we'll see you right back. Red Eye Nation, NFU Media. We'll be right back.